Ooh. Today we talk Super Bowl, the energy, the love, the moments, brotherly love. Ain't no city like us, man. World champions of the United States, man. Let's go.
This isn't just a podcast, this is motivation. They be like, Rez training who? I just know they hate. We ain't being patient, cause that mean that we be waiting. We just seeing greatness, I don't want it if it's painless. But that's in the past tense. Since I put the weed down, I've been snapping. Always had the tools to make it happen. Whether it was playing ball or getting rapping. Wasn't one box, these cats can have me trapped in. The cycle of a black man, I'm just trying to break it. All by myself, with them L's, I had to face it. Life is what you make it, you can't let nobody take it. Gotta watch out for them papers, stack your bread, don't stay complacent. God's gift.
Oh, them championship vibes, that big dog energy. Welcome back to Showtime Speaks, the Keep Going podcast, the season of bringing dreams, big ideas, everything bringing it to life, baby. What's going on, man? Welcome back to the show. Kenny, what's going on? What's good?
What's good, my boy? Dang, I hear in your voice, it seems like you had a long weekend, bro.
Man, I can't even tell you how much of a long weekend I've had. I mean, the blessings, man, you know when great things happen, yo, it's always going to feel like things is falling apart. It's going to feel like it's not going to happen. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to be down about it. And then God comes in, man, and he does some amazing things, bro. And my life was completely changed this past weekend, bro. My life was completely changed, and I can't wait to talk about it, bro.
We can't wait to hear about it, bro. I know you had a ball. We've been watching from afar, so I felt like I was there.
That was the goal, man.
I was there, bro. So
that was the real goal, man. What's going on with you, man? What you got going on? Talk about it. I see you got that relentless gear on. What's up?
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to Wave One. I mean, I got a little relentless gear on with the R from my Bear Rez camp. So try something a little different. You know, that's what I stand for. The one word I feel like I stand for is the word relentless. So some merch will be dropping soon. I just wanted to give it a shot myself first before I put it out there. So you guys are seeing it first.
I love it, bro.
But besides that, bro, everything is good, bro. I mean, it's a grind, bro. It's a grind. Again, I say this week after week. I know things. Me moving here, bro, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. And, you know, sometimes you can start to feel down on yourself a little bit because it's not going as smoothly, as fast as you expected. But one thing I do know, God always has a plan on when things are going to work. It's never your time. It's always his time. And so this is when, we talk about faith. So I'm really homing in on my faith and, just continue to enjoy the process though, bro. It's like, again, he's providing me with everything I need.
Everything you need, man.
I really can't complain,
bro.
It's just day after day, night after night, I just pray and continue to just try to meet new relationships and go from there, bro.
Man. I feel that, bro. Talk about Patreon, man. Tell us what you got, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, shout out Patreon, man. If you want a couple people been, I see a couple people been tapping into it too.
Come on.
So, if you want some exclusive workouts, more exclusive time with me, just one-on-one session with me. You got, online training programs, inside training with Michael Sowers, and the lacrosse end, all my workouts that I do daily. So tap into that. Link is in my Instagram bio. Also, you can do it at Patreon/Redskins for sure.
I'm already knowing, man, and already know, man. Listen, check out that Keep Going brand, man. Tap that link in that bio, man. Listen, if you are a part of the Showtime Speaks family, the community that we build in, like tap into the Patreon, tap into what I'm building, tap into the Keep Going brand. We need your full support, man. Like we put so much into what we building. It means a lot to us when you guys show that love back. We put a lot of hours in. We put a lot of time and effort in, and that support from you guys, it means the world to us. So before we even get started with the show, let me clear my voice because I'm about to turn up. Shout out to the sponsor, Cozy Jeweler, the jeweler that keeps us cool. Oops, I meant Cozy. Stop playing. Come on, man.
Stop playing with her, man. And I know, it's Valentine's Day, y'all. So I know that means
man,
I know you got say, no, let me chill.
Stop
but I know everybody
it.
got a little situation.
Nah, yeah,
little
man.
situation out there. Go tap it. Go spend that money with.
That's what I should have done.
Cody, you know what I mean? Go tap in with him.
You should have did that. Yo,
It's
you
too
funny.
Too late now.
You're funny. Matt, what's going on? What's going on, man? We got to get Matt involved in this, man. What's going on?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm just excited to hear this story. I feel like like Kenny said,
that's what we really want to do.
Yeah, we want to know,
what I
like,
mean?
how does one decide literally like a couple days before to just go?
I mean,
And,
like, the crazy part about this whole thing was, we talk about the faith, we talk about, trying to make things work. I think when we talk about success, right? You just got to step into things, man, and you really got to have real faith, bro. Like, but I was going back and forth with so many different things, but the one thing I did do, and me and Kenny talked about it, I bought that flight to go down there. I had no idea.
That's the main thing you gotta
as
do.
if I didn't know how I was going to go, where I was going to sleep, where I was going to figure it out. I had no intentions on, like, I couldn't afford to go to the game. I couldn't.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out, like, how I'm going to make this whole thing work. I'm calling different people. I'm talking. I'm texting. I'm putting myself out there. It was a lot that went into actually going down to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like I woke up one day and was just like, oh, I got this idea. No, it was like for 2 weeks, I was trying to figure out how I was going to maneuver and how I was going to get it done. And I think that when you come to these times, you got to make sure that, like, a lot of these people, you got contacts. You got all these people in your phone. Just see how you can make things work. And I tried to make a lot of different things work. I'm calling, trying to spend money, spent a lot of money on the flights and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it was just like, I want to continue to keep building this brand. I want to continue to keep building Showtime Speaks. I want to continue to keep building and finding new sponsors, finding different places where I can go and speak at. Like, my aggressiveness of where I am in my life right now just really just pushed me to that limit of, I'm going to go figure it out. And a big part of that was you, Kenny, like seeing what you've done, with your business. It really inspired me to, like, you know what? Like, Kenny put everything on the line to go and do something like what he's doing. So in my mind, I'm like, how can I figure out a way to be just like him? How can I figure out a way to go chase it?
Well, this is also like
Just bet on yourself.
the ultimate place.
Yeah, it was.
With the Eagles being there.
Yeah, it was.
And just the idea that everywhere that you would want to market yourself right now is in that
realm.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And
so to not go was...
And I talk about, and I said it, man, it changed my life. And I'm saying it changed my life because 2 years ago when I went to the Super Bowl, Torrey invited me. He was like, yo, bro, whatever. And it was the greatest time of my life. And I was just now starting things up a little bit. I was doing the podcast a little bit. I was doing my speaking stuff, but I was nowhere near where I am now. And just to watch T. Smith in that realm of, he had things to offer. When you get in these big rooms and you with all these people, right? These people with big jobs and big money, they want to hear what you have to offer. They want to know what you bring into the table. People care about that. People want to invest into, people invest into people.
Yeah.
So when T. Smith is up there talking about, I got this 707 program. Would you like to donate? Would you like to, be a sponsor for our groups? We got 18U, we got 7, we got this, we got that. He's offering a service. He's offering what he's bringing to the table. And to see him doing that with transitioning from being this athlete, this big time athlete, to stepping into the realm of him doing business with his nonprofit and this and that, like he's making moves. Like I watched that. And I told myself the next time I come to a Super Bowl, I want to make sure I have something that's established, something that's big time, and something that I can really offer people.
Yeah.
And when I went, I met some of the greatest people in the world.
All right, let's start at the
just before we even start, I really want to give a really, really big shout out to Paul. I can't say enough words about that man. I can't say enough. He sat in his chair and I kind of told him how I felt about him. And, you know, I feel like I have to do it again because, like, this past weekend was like something different, man. We were going to restaurants. We were on Bourbon Street. He's got the security. We got this. We got that. We felt protected. We felt loved. We all was in the house. Like, how it all happened was I had no intentions on even hitting up Paul. I had no intentions. I was trying to figure it out on my own.
Oh, I know you didn't because you called and you said, you told me the hotel prices.
Yes.
And then I didn't even believe you. To be honest, I looked them up.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like everything was crazy. And at that point, I was supposed to stay with this person. I was supposed to stay with that. It was just so much that I was trying to maneuver and try to make happen. I was just like, you know what? I'm calling my guy. I called Paul on the phone. I said, Paul, like, I'm trying to build my business. I'm trying to go to that next level. I don't know what's going on with my playing career right now. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where, you know, things are headed. But I know with my podcast and with my speaking and everything that I have to offer with that, I know I'm going places.
Was that your conversation with him?
When we talked, like, we talked about that.
Because that's what I like.
Like,
first off, that's what I like about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because you didn't call, you brought something to him that was a purpose.
Yeah, it was.
In why.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Like, you're not just, I want to go.
No.
To hang out and party with everyone.
I didn't care about that.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly, wholeheartedly, I didn't care. I wasn't going to the game.
Yeah.
Like, my intention was not to go to the game. My intention was to go down there to help build what I'm building. And if the game came with it, it came with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't find out that I was going to the game until the day before the game. Like, so like when we were on the phone, we were talking, and I said, listen, if there's a couch and I can sleep on it, I'll sleep on it. Like I don't care. I just want to be there and I just want to build. And he gave me the opportunity. Like, man, like everything worked out. When I tell you everything worked out, I had a bed to sleep in. Like, when we talk about taking a shot, when we talk about, you know, putting yourself out there, there's a lot of people out there trying to build what they're building, and they're nervous. They're scared. They're scared to put themselves out there on Front Street. I'm hitting up Big Dom. I'm hitting up, and it feels like I'm embarrassing myself. It feels like I'm like, I've never done this before.
Yeah.
I'm used to being the guy where people coming to me asking me, like, I've won 2 championships. I've been to 4.
Yeah.
I've had to orchestrate and try to get family, paying for hotels and this and that, and it was a show.
Yeah.
But for me to be on the other side of it and enter in my new realm of where I'm going, it was a true testament of perseverance, faith, and putting myself out there. And doing that helped me reach one of my biggest blessings. And, you know, big shout out to you, Paul. Like, man, I love you, man. Like not just what you did for me, but the conversations that we had, the energy that we had. I mean,
and if this is your first show tuning in, we had Paul. Paul was on.
Yes.
3 episodes ago. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul was
definitely check out that.
Yeah. Paul was definitely on the show. He's a big time guy. He helps build like stadiums and fencing and the defense stuff when it comes to, you know, NFL stadiums. He's done the Clipper Stadium. He's done, he done the Raider Stadium. He's just doing some big time things, and he's got some big time people around him. And I was able to meet every last person. Like, I was shaking hands with other people that he associated himself with. And I think that was the best part, is that he knew I was trying to be out there building relationships. And when I saw players, they would see me, I would see them. I'm energy. Yo, what's up, bro? Introducing him and then introducing, like, it was just, the love was just, it was just so much love. I got a chance to see who I really was going out there. Sometimes we forget who we are. Like, I don't know who I am. I'm still figuring that out without actually playing the game. I'm in that phase of trying to figure out who is Rasheed Bailey without the helmet.
Well, you're also entering a different world.
Yeah.
So think about it this way. You're used to going to a stadium and a bunch of people cheer, right? Now you're behind a mic, behind a camera.
Yeah.
And you have no idea what the person on the other side is doing. Unless they hit the like button, which they should do.
You should definitely hit the like button and you should subscribe. Let's go, man.
But that's the thing. Like, so now I actually just spoke at a conference on Monday, a virtual conference, and there's a lot of people on there that were hairdressers. And until I get into a room where there's people that actually react back to you, you don't realize what you forget what you're building because you're alone in a room.
You are.
You know, so it's cool to go out and experience that.
I mean,
for that love,
yo, just feeling that energy back, Kenny. Like, man, I mean, we talk about this all the time, man. Like, and you are a constant reminder of, yo, you really that dude, bro. And like sometimes you can't see it. Like you don't visually see it until you actually show your face. And when you show your face and you watch how all these people are reacting to you, it's just like, I can't even believe these people are even reacting to me like this. But it's because I've been a genuine person. I've been real. I've been me. And, you know, I think that I just saw a video and somebody was like, you know, relationships are more than money. And money can take you places, but relationships can take you further. And this person just really just broke it down about the relationship. And it just like, a relationship took me to the Super Bowl.
100%.
A friendship, a real friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm just extremely grateful for it. Like I said, man, I got on the plane, I bought a one-way flight, and I figured it out, and everything worked out. And I think that if you need advice on anything, sometimes you just probably need to just take that one-way flight to go figure it out. So, I mean, as we hop into things, man, like the plane ride, we got the first video. Everybody's been nervous about getting on planes and everything like that. And look at these people on this plane, man. Go Bird!
All right, I'm just checking, okay.
Literally chills.
I know that was crazy for the rip, bro. Like, what was it like as soon as you walked in the airport, it was going crazy. Because I'm gonna tell you my experience. Because I came back from Philly. I came to Philly, but on my way back to Florida that Monday morning, everybody was hungover. Everybody, like a lot of people from Florida, like the whole plane looked like they just came from the parade joint. So I could only imagine how it was going in there.
Yo, getting on the plane, man. I just want to say this, man. Philly is different, bro. Like,
different.
You talking about passion. You talking about love. You talking about energy. Traveling in packs. Love. I mean, just, you felt it as soon as you got on the plane, man. And there's been a lot of things that's been going on in the world right now. When I got on that plane, it just was so much love that you didn't even think about it. You didn't think about what was happening in the world. You didn't think about it. It was just that much love. People chanting, like people from Philly just talk. I'm talking to the person next to me. The lady was from New Orleans and she was telling me about all the food places and everything that it had to offer. And I've never been to New Orleans, so she was giving me all the food lists and everything. It just was, from that, like, I knew the Eagles had a chance. I knew it was something that was brewing up because it was just that much energy, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful, man. Just the whole thing about it, just being on the plane and just taking that chance and feeling that energy on the plane from the ride there. And then, you know, we arrived in NOLA, man. And, yo, it's something about a Super Bowl that, as a kid, you always dream about just being in the presence. Like, you had people welcoming you off the plane. I mean, just the energy just was, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, bro. Like all the signs, all the energy. And I just want to say this, man. I wound up meeting a big time person on the, like right before we got on the plane. And it was Deshaun Jackson, bro. And like, it was crazy because like, man, I grew up like wanting to be like D-Jack, wanting to be around like speed, running, energy, scoring touchdowns, punt returner, just energy. And I got a chance to have a one-on-one conversation with him, yo.
Yeah.
We were right before we took off, we were in the food line. I was just like, congratulations on everything that you got going on and all that good stuff. And he was like, hey man, thanks man, appreciate it. And he walked away and I'm like, dang man, like, I wish I could have one more conversation, man. Like, dang, like, and it happened naturally, bro. I wound up sitting there, I was eating my food, I was vibing. He saw somebody that he knew, we was all just standing there, and you know what I said to him? I walked right up to him, I was like, listen, if you need somebody to come speak at your school, man, I got you.
Yeah, straight like that.
Boom, we just start talking. We had a long conversation. I'm telling him, yeah, like I played for the Eagles the year before you left. The year after you left, and just talking, telling him about my career. Spent last 5 years in Canada playing, won 2 championships, like giving him the energy. And he's asking me, he was like, yo, like I want to go to some of these schools. I'm recruiting, like, what's the top schools I should tell them to go to? And I'm like, yo, you got this school, that school, you should go to this school. And it just was like, he was like, all right, bet. And it was like cool. And our conversation just like kind of like ended just like that. And I was just like, listen, if you ever just want to check me out, I'm going to unfollow you and follow you on social media. Boom. Bro, easy. We land in NOLA. We get to NOLA. Mind you, the conversation was over. I didn't have a conversation with him after that. I don't know what happened on the plane. I don't know if he looked at my stuff or he saw or whatever. We get down. I was in no rush to leave the airport. So I'm in the airport and I'm just chilling. He come up, he walked past, he said, yo, what up? Like he knew me.
Yeah.
He dapped me up and was like, yo, take my number down. Like, I want you to come talk to my kids. Boom.
Straight like that.
That's it.
And you know what that was, bro? That was you not being too cool. Sometimes, I think Kevin Hart said it. He said, sometimes we get in these rooms with people that, that can honestly change your life, and we try to play the back seat and be too cool, and we don't want to go up to them. Because at the end of the day, they got a lot of people approaching them, but at the end of the day, if you approach them the right way, good things can happen. You know what I mean? So you wasn't too cool in that moment. Put your ego, pride, whatever you want to decide.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, man, if you need anybody to come speak for you, I got you. Boom. Straight like that.
Yeah.
So
and you made an offer to him.
Yeah.
You didn't need anything from him. You wanted to give him something.
Yeah, man.
And that's what everybody always talks about.
And I think that that's a big part of everything, man. I think that you just gotta, I was talking to a young lady and she was like, messaging me on social media, and she wants to be in the camera business and stuff like that. And I was just feeling so inspired to kind of like help. And she's the daughter of some big time person. And I just kind of just wanted to encourage her, like, yo, like, you just gotta go out on the limb. And you gotta have that. You gotta have a certain level of confidence within yourself to just walk up to these people. Like we gotta stop being so scared of ourselves. And it's really it's really
scared
us scared of that rejection. And I hate rejection. I hate it. It drives me crazy. And and you try to stay away from it. You're like, man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And it was a moment of that's when I knew. I said, this is going to be the best trip of my life. When I did that and how that whole thing went down, I knew it was going to be the best trip. And it gets better. It gets better because right after that, it was a kid who went to Stevenson University. He played quarterback there. He's now on the staff of the Kansas City Chiefs. He's one of the assistant QB. He's one of the assistants. And we have a really good relationship. He's going to come on the show. His name is Dan Williams. He's won 3 rings with Kansas City. I'm sitting in the airport, minding my business, is just right after the Deshaun Jackson thing. His aunt and uncle walked past me. I don't know who I didn't remember who they were. I'm sitting there and they walk up to me and was like, are you Rasheed Bailey? She was like, I'm Dan Williams' aunt, and that's his uncle. And I'm like, this is crazy. So now I'm having a full-blown conversation with them. He was supposed to come to Del Valle at some point, and now he's doing big things. He used to be picking up stuff in the locker room. Now he's one of the coaches on the Kansas City Chiefs staff doing big-time things with 3 rings. He started with just doing groundwork. Doing groundwork and worked his way up. And now he's at the top. And it's just like, for me, I respect that so much. And he didn't even know I was going to be there when he picked up his family. So when he picked up his family, I came out, I got my phone out. He's like, hey, no way. We looking at each other. We give each other the biggest hug. And it's crazy. He's got his Kansas City gear on. You know, the first thing I did when I got in the car, you know what I said? You ain't getting that ring. You ain't getting that next ring. I'm telling you that right now. You ain't getting that next ring. And it was just so cool just to have that interaction and like have that love. And he dropped me off at the house. And it was just crazy. It was one of the craziest experiences. And I haven't seen him in a long time. And hopefully he's watching this part of the show, man. Like, bro, I love you, man. I know you guys just took a big loss, but you've been doing your thing, man. And I'm proud of you, bro. I'm really, really proud of you, man. Keep doing your thing. Let's go to the next thing, man. Always remember, a healthy way of living is the best kind of living. Always choose Bites and Blends. It's the healthiest way and the only way to win. Come on, man. Located in Dresser, PA. And don't forget to download the app. Come on, man. This is the house that we stayed at there. And this is the group that I was with. You know, major shout out to everybody in this picture, man. And I sent them a text message before I got on the show, and I just wanted to say that I just wanted to thank them personally before, I did it publicly. We had the best time in the world, man. It's some of the greatest conversations with some of the best energy. And I just want to thank every last one of y'all for the energy, the love, the respect, the conversation. I mean, it didn't matter what we all were going through. It didn't matter what each person was dealing with. This past weekend was just straight, just like, we're going to have fun. We drank, we ate. Oh my goodness, we ate. We went to Nobu. We ate crawfish. I mean, we walked on Bourbon Street. We had each other's back. We were safe. I mean, to every last one of you guys, man, Brian, Big Dave, Nia, Ant, Leonard, Paul, Royce, I can't tell you what this experience did for the little boy version of me, that kid in me that always wanted to go to a Super Bowl and to see my team win. I mean, you guys made the experience better, man. It's not about what we did. It's about the people that was there. It's about you guys and what it meant. And it was extremely special. And I just wanted to give that love back to y'all, man, and just tell you how much you guys meant to me this past weekend and what it meant for my family, for the people who know me, and the people who follow what I'm doing, man. It was an extreme blessing, man, and I'm grateful, and I can never repay. I can't repay it, man. And I don't know, man. I'm just extremely happy about it.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that came from this whole thing was, it was on the last night. It was right after the Eagles won, right? And it was a security guard that was in the picture, Big Dave. He was one of the first guys. He was one of the first people that was there. And I was able to, I got there first. One of the people got there first. So it was just me and him. We had one of the realest conversations. He talked about how he was from LA. He talked about how he got into security. He talked about his life a little bit. I was talking about mine and why I was there and my whole goal and what it was to be there. And we just had we just clicked. And it was just cool. But at the end of the trip, he came up to me and I was sitting outside. We had just came back from the Eagles after party, and I was sitting outside by the pool, just collecting my thoughts, just embracing the whole moment and everything. And he came up to me because he was about to leave and go back to Miami. And he was just like, Rashid, he was just like, whatever you got, whatever that energy that you got, yo, you got something. Like you have something that a lot of people don't have. You can make people laugh. You serious when you need to be. It didn't matter if, he said, I observed you for the last 4 to 5 days. And he said, it didn't matter if a person was 60 years old, whether they was 8 years old or 10 years old. The same energy that you gave to them, they gave it back to you.
Yeah.
And when he said that to me, look at me in my eyes, it was just like, I couldn't believe that he was saying this to me, man. Like, it was just like, you don't even really know the full, you haven't even been around me that long to even really know me like that, but I give off an energy that allows people just to open themselves up to me. And when he did that, it really made me realize who I really was. And it made me see myself. And I just want to personally thank you, bro, for saying what you said, man. And I couldn't wait to get on the show to say that to you, bro, because it meant a lot to me, because I've been going through so much of trying to figure out my identity and where I am in my life and where I'm going and the direction that I'm going. And for you to observe that over these last few days and for you to say that to me, man, it meant a lot to me, man. Yeah, bro. I mean, let's move on to the next thing, man. Before we even start the video, before we even get to that, we're gonna go to the game, Kenny. We gonna go to
game.
We're gonna go to the game, the actual game. You got anything that you want to talk about? You want to say? I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm rambling at this point, bro.
But look, the game was good, bro. I mean, from our standpoint, bro, it was great to see, bro. The energy back at home. I was sick the whole time, bro. So like my energy was down, bro. But like the energy, like you could feel the energy once the game started, bro. Like I knew the Eagles was gonna win. I should have put some money on it, but I didn't. But it was great to see, bro. Honestly, it reminded me when I know exactly how you feel, bro, because again, I was there when they won it, when T. Smith was there. So like I'm kind of reliving it from your standpoint. I mean, it was at a whack location, but yeah, bro, the game was great, bro. Like I'm trying to hear about the experience, bro. I'm listening to you guys.
So when it comes to the game, yo, like I said, I had no intentions on even thinking that I was going.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I didn't know that I was going to the game. No, I didn't know.
Even when you got to the house.
Even when I got to the house.
You were like, I'll sleep on the couch.
Hey,
yeah.
I knew he was gone.
Yeah. You're right. Yep.
I didn't know.
I knew he was gone.
I didn't know. And then the crazy part is when we were talking about it, Paul was talking to me. He was and I'm like, listen, like I'll do this. I'll make sure, whatever, boom, boom, boom. And then he I think we were out one night and I was talking with somebody and somebody asked me, was I going to the game? I said, listen, I don't know right now. We're still trying to figure it out. Paul stepped in and was like, you're going to the game. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, but he just told me that I'm going.
Yeah.
Because he was working on, maneuvering some things and making some things happen. And he's missed to make it happen, and he made it happen. So the story about this whole thing is, boom, like I said, I never asked any questions. Right? So this is the morning of the game, right? So we all getting ready. Everybody's getting ready. First and foremost, it was a long night. Every single night was a long night. We went to the Sports Illustrated party. We went to the Shaq party. We went to,
Where else you go?
I mean, bro, we went to we went to Nobu. We went everywhere, man. Like, and we were traveling in style too. It was crazy, man. But like I said, when we get to the game and they're ciphering out, who's sitting where. Everybody was kind of sitting in different places. And Royce comes over, he asks me, like, yo, like who you want to sit with? And I'm like, I'm trying to sit with you. So, mind you, Royce is looking at me like, yo, I think we got the best seats. And I'm like, all right, man, come on, man. I don't care where I'm sitting. If I'm on the roof, I'm good.
Yeah.
So, we going around, we just doing a lot of stuff because we got there early. I get down there, I get in the building, I'm walking in the building, right? So Royce is taking us to the seat, right? So we go into the seat, just me and him. Everybody else is scattered. So he's like, yeah, we sitting over here. So I'm like, all right, bet. He keeps like walking down the steps. Like, I'm like, all right, like you're gonna stop walking down the steps? Or you like, I know we're not that close. We walk all the way down to the second row. And I'm just standing there. And I just couldn't believe that I was there. It just didn't feel real at the time. It just was, I was still processing everything. And I'm sitting there and he's looking at me and I'm looking at him. And Roy's like, yo, this is crazy, man. We have a full out geeked out moment for a second. And he's a real calm, cool guy. I'm the energized person, but like I saw him crack a smile and it was just like, dang, man, I can't believe like we really here, man. And I'm standing down there and I'm looking and I look over to my left and I see one of my teammates from Winnipeg and he records a video of me like it was just like everything was just like happening and it was crazy. And I'm talking with people down there and everybody's vibing, everybody's cooling and the Eagles chants are going, the Fly Eagles fly chants are going. And then I look down and I'm like staring at the field and it's Bradley Cooper. I'm like,
what'd you say?
It was Bradley Cooper. He was just standing right there like.
Oh, Bradley Cooper. Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's Mr. Philadelphia right here, man. We got to play the video for the people, man. He did the intro, and this is when I knew the Eagles was winning the Super Bowl, bro. He's down there with the 8-year-old Declan LeBaron, the kid who had systemic juvenile arthritis. My goodness, man.
That's crazy. Talk about the crowd.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too.
Yo. Wait, hold on, because the best part is coming. I flipped the camera. We just got to watch this full thing, man, because this is the beginning of the energy. This is it. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, this is when I knew the Philadelphia Eagles was going to win a Super Bowl, bro. Bradley Cooper out there standing with that kid. Bro, first and foremost, the background to the story of the kid. The kid was on social media at some point, right? And some big-time influencer asked this kid, he gave him a choice between $1,000 and this mystery Eagles like box or whatever. And the kid didn't choose the money. The kid chose the mystery box. And when he chose the mystery box, he didn't know what the mystery box was. He got the mystery box and he found out that he was going to the Eagles game or whatever like that. But they decided to give the $1,000 to him. And he took that same $1,000 and went around the whole entire store and gave all these people money.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
Bradley Cooper was holding this kid. He was holding the kid in the beginning of the intro while the Eagles were coming out. And you mean to tell me, like, you thought they were going to lose? You thought the Eagles was going to lose, man? Let me just tell you something, man. It was 70-30 in there, man. The energy, the vibes. I mean, Philly showed up and showed out. I mean, like, I've never heard Fly Eagles Fly on field goals. They were doing the chant for field goals. They were, I mean, it was bigger than it was 2 years ago. Yeah. It wasn't that just the team wanted it. The city wanted it. The world wanted it. And it showed, and it, like, the presence was felt in that stadium. It was no way Philly was losing, bro. It was no way. Like, listen, they showed Taylor Swift on the Jumbotron, and they booed her. And I was like, oh, man.
They didn't show her again, did they?
They showed her one time, and they booed her, and that was the only time they showed her. I said, oh, man, these Philly fans is crazy, man.
Yeah.
I was like, man, they definitely not losing this game, man. They're definitely not losing this game. And just, I Man, I had goosebumps sitting in that seat, man. I almost cried a few times, man. And as a kid, man, you dream about moments like that. You never know if your team is going to go to the championship, the Super Bowl, the energy, you don't know. To have that opportunity and a privilege, it was a privilege to be there. To be on the second row, like people hit me up like, yo, I can't believe, like, wow, they couldn't believe. Relationship got me there.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it like that. I'm not balling like that, and I'm not going to fake like I am. Because I'm a genuine person is what led for me to be standing in that position. And like it gets me so emotional because people be like, oh, you rich, you this, you that. Nah, I'm still figuring it out. And to be in that position and watching that, and being a part of something like that and connecting with the people that were on the row. I mean, they were scoring touchdowns and field goals. We're high-fiving and it was like a home game. It was like a home game, man. To the people who were in that section with me, I mean, I met a guy who's the vice president on WIP. I met a guy who owned an energy company. And he's got a box at the Eagle Stadium. We exchanged numbers. Come on, man. I believe that you're in the right place at the right time, and your life can change at any point.
Yep.
100%.
And it's a matter of, are you willing to put yourself in that position? And I put myself in that position, and I can't thank Paul and everybody that was involved in this whole thing enough.
That was a huge risk, you know, in a way. And a lot of people are afraid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny took a huge risk. Like, you're doing it. Like, you have to do it. You just have to.
You have to do it, bro. I'm still, look, man, like, it's crazy because, like, it's a little bit about, so I've been looking for like different little gigs just to get by down here until I get my cards up. And I found like a little gym teacher type gig, right? And this dude, I ain't gonna put him out there because I do want him to come on the show because UFC dude, bro. UFC was in the UFC.
Yeah.
And we basically going through the same stuff. And he talking about like, yeah, man, like I was coming back and forth from Florida and for training and stuff. Like, you know, I was world champion before. And then next thing you know, he said, yeah, I was just a world champion, bro. And I'm right, like what happened? Like,
yeah.
And it's crazy because I'm like, bro, I be thinking the same thing, bro. Like I just was doing this, but I'm here trying to make stuff work. And it's all about the journey though, bro. It's all about the journey. And, you know, when you take that risk, good things will happen though. It'll all work out. Because you're going to make it work out. 100%. And I kept saying that to you, though. I knew. You was, oh, my God, bro. Like, I said, bro, just book that flight, cuz once you book the flight, you're going to go down there. Even if you don't go to the game, NFL, John, you got connections with that. Boom. Bro, like, you going to figure it out down there, bro. All you got to do is get down there.
Yeah.
Just like me, bro. All I had to do is get down there. Bro. Yeah. So I'm look, you see, I got a little couch shop.
That's right. You look way more comfortable than
you definitely
4 weeks.
do, yo. I ain't never see you this comfortable. Come on, sit up, coach.
Like, I got a little couch now with this joint.
You got a couch. You got Reds there.
Yeah, man. You got Reds. You got Reds in there, man. That's love, man. Let's go. Listen, let's go to this controversial halftime show, man. Oh my God. Yo.
You got to let us know how it really was in there because I was just listening to Kai Sanat on TikTok. He said people wasn't really screaming like that in there. Like,
listen, because I'm a fan of the rap game and the energy behind it, I couldn't really see everything, but what I did see and feel, listen, I'm too appreciative of art that I'm I mean, I'm judging it, but I'm not really judging it where I'm criticizing it. You talking about a person who was just happy to be there. What am I do? Criticize? It was good. It was good to me. Like, to me, standing there, I had my phone out, I'm recording, SZA, this energy, that energy, seeing the artist do his work, his craft. I respect that. I respect what it takes to go into it, all the details. I didn't see all the details until I saw a lot of videos afterwards of somebody explaining it afterwards. But, I mean, just seeing it in person and the energy and everything that was happening with it, it was just like, turn the TV, like everything was just good to me. And I think he's a genius in his work and his effort. I don't care about the Drake Kendrick beef. I don't care. What I do care about is seeing the artist do his thing. And for me, I thought that, I thought it was good. So, that's my take on it. I really don't have anything else to say about it. But the energy was good, man. Like,
yeah.
And that's all I care about. Like, seeing people dance, seeing our culture, seeing the black culture, come together like that. They had the flag, they had the colors, they had this, they had that. They had street lights, they was hanging from the street lights, they was doing this. It was just so many details and so many things that was into it that it was just like, man, this is a genius. Like, this was a genius, bro. So it was just like, for me, it was just like, it was super cool.
I didn't have, I thought it was good too. I mean, if you're not, again, I'm not like a huge Kendrick fan. I'm not even gonna say I'm not a fan, but like, some of the songs I didn't know, but I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Before we get to this next thing, man, I just want to tell y'all the excitement in this next video, the energy in this next video, and how this video was an accident. Yeah. You hear it. Yup.
But you ever like look at things like I know you said it was an accident, but sometimes you really like even with everything, bro, like I think you was supposed to be recording at that time, bro.
Listen to this. Listen. I went to the bathroom.
I was going to say, where were you?
Saw somebody that I knew. He's the head chef with the Falcons.
Oh.
Shout out to my boy Mike. Bro, head chef. We talking for a good bit. I grab a couple of beers. I'm walking down. I'm just recording the kicks of the day. I'm just recording the kicks and where I'm walking to. I'm not even really recording to try to get some good content. I'm not even doing that. I'm just on some natural flowing stuff. The guy, Dave, the guy from WIP, one of the vice presidents of sales, he's the person in the video that says, he's got him. I turn, and it's the Devontae Smith touchdown in the back of the end zone, and the crowd's going crazy. Oh my, like, it was
that was the dagger right there.
That was the dagger, bro. And to see that moment to be captured by accident, come on, man. Like, that type of energy, man, you just can't make up, bro. You can't make that kind of thing up. And perfect time. At that moment, that's where I knew I was supposed to be there. And it was just crazy because a couple drives before that, it was a guy that was sitting in front of us that kept going to the bathroom. And he felt like every time he went to the bathroom, something good happened. And when he would come back, he'd be like, oh, man. So everybody in this section is like, go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. So it was crazy that I went to the bathroom, got a beer, came down, big play. Boy. So it was just like, man, everybody in this section over there everybody was turned up, man. I think that was a really good moment, man. But I think the best moment came with this next picture, man. And this was at the after party. And I think it speaks for itself, man.
Not long.
I feel like at this point of the night, when I finally walked over to Wallow, I had to tell him how I felt, man. I had to tell him how much he inspires me. I had to tell him that what they've been doing has been inspiring me. And I waited a long time to do that. we've been trying to establish what we've been doing. Now, he spoke at Kenny's camp, but I never really got that formal opportunity to meet Wallow. But you know what the crazy part is? The crazy part is when I walked up to Wallow, he was like, "What up, Sheet?"
Straight like that.
That goes to show you, man, you really never know who's really watching you. You really never know who's paying attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it. So when he said my name walking towards him, it was just like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And, you know, I had to tell him how much he means to me and everything like that. And it was love, man. We wound up taking a picture. I mean, in this respect, man, big shout out to you, Wallow, man. Big love. You know, continue to keep doing what you're doing. Continue to lead the way, man. Like I said, me and Kenny, man, we the people, man. We following you, man. We following you, what you are doing, what you building, and got a strong, strong appreciation for what you're doing and what you're building, man.
Yes, indeed.
I know you got some energy. I know you got some stuff to say about Wallow too, Kenny.
Nah, Wallow, man, like I said, like, it always been love with me and him. I mean, he came to my camp not one time, 2 times, and did that off the strength. And I remember the last time he did it, he said a speech, and he was just saying to me, like, "Bro, keep empowering the youth. Whatever you need from me, I got you." And you know, I ain't used that card yet, but you know, definitely always been love. I appreciate him. And yeah, he inspiring all of us, bro. He making it, man. Like, this the reason why we doing it.
Nah, 1,000%, man. It's making it obtainable, like, man.
I tell you, exactly. And I was not even to bring like the dude that I was talking about earlier, but I was just explaining to him. I said, bro, I get motivated and inspired. Don't get me wrong, like, you know, like my NFL friends, like my professional friends, like who got it, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm inspired by them, like, from their hard work. And like, if you really work for something, you can really get it. But like, I'm more inspired by like, for example, like even Matt, like Wallow, like real true businessmen who doing the same stuff that we doing, trainers who like really get into it. And because that's more attainable for us. You know what I mean? Like, we can't make it to the NFL right now and get millions of dollars, you know what I mean? But like, if somebody doing the same thing you doing, it's like, dang, like,
I can do it too.
All I got to do is this, boom, boom, and just keep, boom, you know what I mean? So like, that's what I appreciate from seeing Wallow and Gilly the most. And just not even just them, but a lot of people in the business world. Because, you know, seeing that allows us to be like, hey, we can do that too. So
1,000%, man. That's why this next one means more. Because I was able to take a picture with Gilly too, man. Gilly and two, man. And, you know, I just want to say, like, personally and publicly, like, he was another person that I went up to. And I went up to them separately. I didn't do it together. I made sure it was separate because I wanted to give them their flowers and their love separately and what they've been doing for me personally. For me, when it comes to Gilly, like I said, man, I met Gilly before. Torrey T. Smith, he had a charity basketball game, all-star basketball game or whatever, and we were all in the game together. But just going up to Gilly, man, and just telling him, man, how much he mean to me, man. Like being from the city, being from Philly, and not just like what he's doing, but how he is and what he's doing for the community and what he's doing for people, man. Like he's making it cool to be yourself.
Wow. Man.
Like, he don't care about how things look. He don't care.
Nope.
He was out there driving in New Orleans with the car, bumping music, showing love, whole family in the car, they vibing and going around the city just giving out love. Yeah. Like, a person who's lost so much, and for him to be up there and doing what he's doing and putting himself out there like that, making content, doing what he's doing, and he's inspiring me. We get so caught up into how things look, what they look like, or what somebody gonna say about you. To watch this man be a fan of the game, to be a fan of certain players and certain people, and to see how he's doing it, man. Like, you can only respect it. You can say what you want. He out here getting to it, and he's doing it the right way, man. And I can only respect that. And I had to go up to him and tell him, and I couldn't wait to do it because I never really had a real convo with him to tell him. But when I made sure, I made sure I went up to him and I told him, like, you mean a lot to me. What you doing for the city, what you represent, and how you doing it, and how you carrying it, I'm following. And I waited for that moment for a long time. And to be able to do that and to even be on this show right now and doing it publicly, thank you. Thank you. These are my flowers to you. And man, listen, man, I just appreciate you, man. I'm so glad that I was able to.
My man had his arms out there, though.
I did, bro. I did, man.
I did notice.
I did. I was in my bag. Like,
I'm like, she got his arms. She don't never wear his arms out.
Never, man. Never. And it was just like, bro, the weather was good out there. The energy was up. Man, we was eating crawfish, man. Come on, man. We walking on Bourbon Street, bro. They had that whole thing on lock. They had security. Yeah. They had the military out there. They had horses. It was like South Street times 10 out there. Like New Orleans. Thank you.
Was there any beads? Like,
come on, man. You see my beads? Why do you think I got my beads on, man? Come on. The energy was crazy.
Like they was doing that, like,
bro. Like, yes.
Yeah.
People were standing on the ledges on Bourbon Street, throwing beads out. Like, I ain't had to do nothing for that.
Don't they be flashing people and all that? Or no?
You a freak, bro. Come on, man. Nah. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do.
Yeah, but I saw the movie Girl Trip or something, and they was flashing people and all that on Bourbon Street. But they said that's a real thing, though.
It is a real thing. It is, but I ain't flashing. Okay. I ain't flashing. I ain't flashing.
I don't know.
Nah, man.
I wasn't saying you, bro.
Nah, but just the whole experience, man. Like, I think the biggest thing is, man, just continue to chase your dreams, man. Yeah. Like, continue to just put yourself out there.
That's it.
The Philadelphia Eagles are world champs. I mean, it don't get no better than this, man. The parade is today. The parade is right now. It's happening right now. Like, because this episode is going to come out tomorrow. But just the energy and everything behind it, man. Continue to keep fighting for your dreams, man. Continue to keep walking on this journey with us, y'all. I mean, like, put yourself out there. Subscribe to the show. Come on, man. Buy you some Keep Going gear. Subscribe to the Patreon. Come on, man. Continue to be on this journey with us, y'all. And you already know, it's always going to be Showtime Speaks.
What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.